if you're an entrepreneur and you cannot create content or cannot build a social media audience, then you are not going to succeed as much. Because without marketing, word of mouth, storytelling, there is no money. The biggest money makers in the world are the ones who create amazing content, actually. So every entrepreneur should know how to use Instagram.
But we come back to the brains.
Yes.
Right?
Every entrepreneur should have a right brain.
Circle.
Yes.
So, like, how does an entrepreneur or a businessman who didn't grow up with social media, because most CEOs are older and they're very rational, how do they open up to the chaotic and the emotional and the content world?
I would say if you don't have it yet, partner with somebody that has it. Find a 19-year-old girl or guy, like these guys. Find a 19-year-old, 20-year-old creative person.
That's it. All girls.
I know. Find a creative person, and then work with, and you too, and work with them. You know. Yes. Together you can make a great team. So you don't have to have it, but you have to understand it.
But there's a management problem. There are people who make the budgets for marketing and people who make, the decisions of the resources don't understand the creative part.
Yes.
And the creative goals. And then people who are really creative do not speak the strategic language, like the bottom line.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
How do you do it in your organization, and what would you advise other organizations to do?
You know how if you're building a technology company as a CEO, you need to learn how to code, but you don't have to be the best engineer. You just need to learn how to code. What is HTML? What is PHP? What is Java? So similarly, if you're an entrepreneur, you need to learn how to create content or how to be creative. You need to know the basics. I'm not the best editor. My editors are 10 times better than me. The people I work with are 10 times more creative than me. But because I understand it, by taking a course or by doing it, they respect my decision making and I understand their decision making. So finally, we're on the same page. So what creative people really want is they want to feel like the person who's telling them what to do has done their work before.
Yeah.
And if they have not done their work before, then they're like, you don't get me, you don't understand me, I don't want to work with you. The beautiful thing about building a company is that you can have people that are good at this, that can join you. So we have 120 people, and the people that I work with, they're great, and they give me order. I do the chaos in the company, they do the order.
The problem I see is that companies scale up, and then chaos comes not from the people around you, but from
the outside world, yeah.
Company, right?
Yeah.
And if you're chaos, even if you have order around you,
yes,
there's gonna be chaos.
Yes.
So do you have like order days and chaos days, or like
my order days,
like one meeting a week which is like...
Yeah, so my order days actually, so if I look at my company, I divide my company into 10 different meetings. Every meeting is 30 minutes. That's my order. And so every Monday and Tuesday, I have like 10 hours or 5 to 10 hours of meetings. That's order. And so people present to me and I'm like, okay, yeah, good, let's do this, let's not do this. So I don't have to think about it. And then so Monday, Tuesday, order, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, chaos.
And which one do you like the most?
I like both. I kind of like both. But if I were to choose one, I would choose order. Like I want to know.
Because you're an economist.
Yeah, I want to know what's going to happen in 10 years. I want to know if we're going to make enough money to pay people. I think order is much more beautiful. So if I were to choose, am I an artist or am I an entrepreneur? I'm an entrepreneur first. Same applies to engineers.
The same applies to film production.
Like and film production, yeah.
The producer has to know what the guy is doing with the camera. Right?
Yes.
Even if you
it's just to gain respect. Yeah, just to gain respect.
Exactly. No, and to understand the timing and the effort.
Yes. I also studied software engineering. I was a software engineer for a job at PayPal. And so now I can hire engineers. So with the editors, they say, hey, I edited 800 videos before, so I know what it means to edit and shoot. And with engineers, they say, I was an engineer, so I know how hard this is to code. Now, they're both better than me, but at least they respect the fact that I tried to do it.
And that's Nas.io comes from that?
Nas.io comes from that, from my engineering background.
I think your legacy with creators
Is the technology.
is the technology.
Yes.
Like you're hacking among platforms
Yes.
and making them monetize better.
We want to help creators make more money because Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram are not doing it.
Aren't you Facebook sweetheart?
I used to be a Facebook sweetheart until I realized, oh my God, we have 22 million followers on Facebook and we make $1,000. So it's a joke. So social media does not help creators in Mexico or Latin America or America make any money. Nas.io gives you everything you need to make money from your audience. And so I think that is a worthy mission because you said it, you work at nonprofits. You spend 6 months begging for money and then 6 months working. No one should beg for money. Creators should be making money because if you don't make any money, if you're working as a nonprofit, in 2 years you quit.
Create value.
You should be rewarded. You should be rewarded for the value you create. And if you're not rewarded, in 2 years you will quit and you will go back to an engineering job. And that is a sad reality.
And do you think that legacy, that technology company might be superior to your content creation?
100%.
People are going to forget you were a content
Yes, they were
creator?
going to forget I was a content creator. They will not even know who I am.
Is that your goal?
That's my goal. That's my dream. I wish people don't know what Nas is. They don't know the person behind it. Last month, we gave creators $1 million, almost $1 million last month. And many of them in Mexico. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because they use the platform and the technology to make money from their audience. So yes, I love that more than making 1 million views. Much more.
That's amazing.